Welcome back. Students in Texas public schools are still feeling the impact from budget cuts made during the Great Recession. That is the finding of a report from UT and the Center for Public Policy Priorities. In 2011, state lawmakers cut more than $5 billion. It took until last year to raise funding back to the levels before the cuts. The report shows that Texas public schools are still spending less money per student, with high schools seeing the largest cuts. But the biggest impact hits low-income students. Our Robert Hadlock took an in-depth look with one of the researchers behind the study.
Joining us now for a closer look at this study is Chandra Villanueva, a senior policy analyst for the Center for Public Policy Priorities. Let's start with some perspective, Chandra. When did the cuts first hit Texas public schools, and why did they hit?
Yeah, well, during the 2011 legislative session, the legislature decided to cut about $5.3 billion from the public education budget. The reason that they did that was because the recession was a little bit slow to hit Texas, but that's when we started feeling it. And I believe the legislature was facing about a $27 billion shortfall during that session. And so they chose to cut public education instead of using the rainy day fund at the time to keep funding levels steady.
And now lawmakers restored funding levels to where they were before the cuts, but your study shows that's not enough money. Why is that?
Well, we're spending the same amount of money when you adjust for inflation, but when you look at it for a per student basis, we're still below on per student spending. So our analysis found that it would take us $3.2 billion to get up to what we were spending in 2008 in 2016. So we really have a lot of ground to make up.
What are some of the lasting impacts from this 2011 study, the cuts in 2011 that your study found? Some folks got hurt more than others. Yeah,
what we found was that campuses that have really high concentrations of low-income students really saw dramatic cuts in bilingual education. That went down about 40% from pre-recession levels, and accelerated programs, which are actually the programs that keep kids on track, keep them moving towards being successful in school. You know, the tutoring, that kind of stuff, was cut by 21%. So the students that need the supports the most are the ones that lost the most.
When lawmakers restored that money, did that begin to fix some of the problems? What still needs to be done?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helped, and we are seeing some rebounding in spending across the board at different grade levels. But again, we're $3.2 billion below where we were in 2008. So now the legislature has created a commission to really study school finance. But if we don't talk about revenue, we're not really going to fix the problem.
That's always the problem, right?
It is always the problem. And at the core, our school finance system is strong. We have a really good foundation, but what's really lagging is the funding behind it. So while there is a lot of tweaks that can be made to clean things up, to make things less technical and less complex, until we put more money into the system, we're, 8 years behind in funding.
Do you see any prospect for getting more money?
That is going to be the challenge. It's probably not going to be a surprise to anybody that the next budget cycle is going to be really rough. In addition to being behind on school spending, healthcare is always a big budget item. We left about a $2 billion IOU to Medicaid. The Harvey hurricane issues are going to be creating a lot of costs. So we're going to have probably a very large supplemental budget need when we come back in 2019. And if we want to move forward with making investments, we really need to re-examine the revenue system in this state.
A lot of challenges under the dome. Chandra, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much.